I grew up playing in the woods a lot. I think that's part of it. Nature, I mean, leaves, flowers. It's definitely a heavy theme. I used to like build tree houses in the daytime and play dress up at nighttime, and now it's like public art in the daytime, climbing scaffolding, making stuff. And then doing this. Some of the tools I have, I've literally been saving since high school or before. My studio is kind of my life. Playing with like the blending of aesthetics is a really fun thing for me. Which is why I always have my hands in all different materials. As far as the fashion stuff goes, a lot of it I make it just because I want to. So this is actually the first time I started cutting leaves out of vinyl, and I just kind of fell in love with the process, even though it's really tedious. With both sculpture and fashion, it's like seeing the body in shapes and being able to assemble and disassemble them. So when you're making a sculpture, it's more like you're responsible for the whole shape. And then when you're making a dress or an outfit, you're more thinking of the shell of the body. But it's the same kind of spatial language. I guess it's like I have the restraints of whatever materials are available to me. Until recently, I haven't really bought anything new. It absolutely affects what I make. Sometimes I have these visions of what I want to do and I just can't because I can't buy the supplies. But because of the things I come across, and to have a lot of exciting discoveries that I would have never thought of otherwise. I found this deer skull. A hunter had cut out the antlers. And then on some hikes, I found this really cool driftwood that I realized if I just cut it in a few spots and reassembled it, I could make it look like antlers. This is another piece. I found this vintage flag about 2 weeks before the show. So the whole theme was Morning America, M-O-U-R. So there's this huge flag, and then at the end of it, it begins to bleed. The statement with this piece, just to remember what freedom costs. Before I moved to Philly, I was just finishing up school in Maine, and I was kind of like, do I go to Brooklyn or do I go to Philly? And then that translates to, like, I have no work lined up. Like, my money will go 5 times further in Philly. Like, answer's over. You know? Makes it easier to have a collaboration where no one's making any money. Our only goal is to, like, let's do a cool shoot and submit it to magazines, and maybe it'll get picked up and maybe it won't. It's been finding community for sure. It's been an adventure.